king. I'm the king of the world. Really, really jumper. Really, really jumper. Get it again, here they come. Really, really jumper. Clap your hands, here they come. Raise the flag and praise my back. You better pray you don't make me mad. 'Cause these six, they don't leave no mark. Look at me, but don't look me in the eye. I'm the king of the world. Really, really jumper. Really, really jumper.
Hey, hey, hey! It's your cat. What's up, Komarowski? Good to see. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Happy New Year. Hope everything's going good for you. Man, I had a pretty good holiday. Everything went well. Pretty neat New Year's. My neighbor went down to the lake. We got a lake in her backyard, that back there. You walk down through the woods to get to the lake and got a big bonfire going. Huge bonfire, burnt bonfire, and like neighbors went down there. We hung out at the lake, drank a bunch of beer, had a bunch of kids running around. And that was fun. It was good. It was good to meet the neighbors, kind of all of us getting out. It's been a while since any kind of neighborhood gathering has happened, you know, because of all the COVID stuff. So it was kind of neat to get to know a lot of people, shake a few hands, which is kind of weird, but yeah, so that was it. Anyway, today play some Neuroshima, knock that out, and I've got Unsettled, which is a co-op game by Orange Nebula. They're the people that put together Vindication. So great production value on that. Got to play the game and want to tell you about that when we're done with the old Neuroshima. So hey, let's hit it. Let's go. So, let's see here. We're going to create a game. You know what? I feel like it's a new year. Let's just randomize it. Who knows what we're going to get? Let's see what happens. Well, there you go. All right. We got to get in close. We got to get in close. All right, this is one of those ones where, like, if I put it in the middle, we could get our butts handed to us. The outpost is good. They're very mobile. And he could be all around us and kick our butt. The thing is that in order to get that plus attack, we need to be next to him. So it's either all out like this, or I could go in a corner and just hide and not get that +1 bonus. I think I'm going to hide in the corner. Komarowski says, all out! Yeah. All right, Komarowski. We'll go your direction. My first thought was to go in the middle. Let's go in the middle. Let's see how it goes. I mean, the worst that could happen is we get killed. All right, so now he's in the middle, or in the corner. We got a guy, and obviously we're just going to attack him. That's the best thing we can do. All right. Well, that's about all that is. Hey, oh, bye. All right. We got these guys gunning for us. They're both 3s. This guy's a 3. I'm going to have to get rid of this. What to do? Oh, we got that guy with movement. I guess I could put him on this side. I don't think it's gonna help much. Oops, sorry. I don't know. Any ideas, Komorowski? I think we can block one direction and kill a guy. So we've got that. I don't know who that is calling. 4-3. I don't know where 4-3 is. So I'll put this one, say, there. And put the 2 next to his base. But then we won't have movement. So I can kill either of these 3s. I think I put this one here. Like so. And I'll put this one over here by his base. And we'll call it done. You know, you only have so many choices. Oh, come on now. Stop moving. There we go. Alright. Let's see what damage he does here. Oh, he's got an assassin. Patow! Sniper! Takes our big guy out. Dadgummit. Don't put that guy there. Shoot. Well, this guy can go on the back side of this. Maybe we can get one of those converters. That'd be good. We really got to take him out. That would do that. I think I'm still going to try to do damage to him. Try to minimize what he can do to us. Do this. That way we'll shoot this guy on a 3. He'll get 2 damage on us. There's nothing I can do about it. So right now he's going to do 3 damage to us. We're going to do 2 damage to him. We're losing. More damage to us. See, we're vulnerable in that middle because he's all around us. Ugh. All right, we got to move our HQ. We're moving our HQ. That's what we're doing. Yeah, we're going to buff the 3 and move our HQ. look, if we buff the 3 and battle, all that's going to happen is we'll kill that guy with a bunch of damage. It won't actually make it to his HQ. So we can't just... Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying buff this 3. I got you. But look, here's what I'm going to say. If I take this, now that we know where he is, we take this, we move it here. We avoid all of that damage except for this one right here. Right? But we got a blocker. We made this guy go up to a 2, so now we're doing 3 damage to him. And then we can take this and put it right. We can take this and put it right there. Bam. How's that look? Kamarowski, you with me? I feel like that's pretty good. All right. We got to put that guy there. We can't boost this one. So the boost isn't going to do us any good. This guy's going to die. Alright, I don't think the boost is going to do us any good. So we definitely need to put this guy here. And we can take this guy out, so he doesn't do any damage to us. I mean, we could hold on to him and put him here once the battle's over, but we're not there yet, so there's still plenty of places to go. That's all I got. What's next? Okay. Oh. He replaced his guy. He moved his guy. Now he's facing our base. Nothing much we can do about that. He's got this guy shooting our base. Not much we can do about that. We do have a net. The net would get killed, but it would take out this one on a... That 3 wouldn't do him any good. On a 3, the net would get zapped, and on a 2, he would be able to attack. So it may be better, because we'll get 2 damage. If we put a net on this guy, we'll get 2 damage anyway, because on a 2, he'll be able to attack. Because on a 3, the net will get killed. So we should probably attack instead. But we only have 2s. And there's a -1 there. So that would put anybody I put there as a 1. Oh, but we have this guy who can withstand damage. But he won't go off to a 1, so we get 4 damage. Dadgummit. So I want to put this guy here so I can kill these guys, but yeah, I didn't have any news on PortalCon, Ruby. Yeah, I can net this guy for sure. But this, if I net the 3-2, I'll only get 2 damage from him. And I think that's the best thing we can do. And think we do this, unfortunately. And then we take this guy, we put him here, and the battle happens. Come on. Yes. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So we did 3 damage here. Pretty cool. He takes out that net, so now his netted guy will get an attack on us. Two damage. R2 takes him out. There we go. So, could be worse. The bad thing I hate is that he gets his turn now, which isn't the greatest. So now this guy's got a 3-2. Man. This module is awesome. So if I move the base 1, I gotta push. But if I push him, he'll just go here and still shoot me. I need to put this module over here. And if either one of these guys get moved into there, we'd be in bad shape, because I was thinking about pushing him, push him over there. But that doesn't work. I put this module on this guy from right here. I got no way to protect my base. I put the base next to his base. I'm only getting 1 damage. This is just going to do a bunch of damage to that. This one really isn't helping. Let me think about this. If I push this out of the way, I got to push it a move. And push him. He'll go there, and then I can move my base. Push this out of the way, and then move my base here. But then I've got 2 attacks. This is the only place where I have only 1 attack on me. I can block it with this thing. All right. I think I get rid of the push. I'm going to take this, put it here, which I know it'll get killed, but it is what it is. And then I'm going to move this here. Keep on moving. Hey, Gavin, he's got to move. All right, all right, all right. I'm not killing him. Not in time. Nope, not in time. So I have to do this. Unfortunate. That will help. So he'll do 2 damage to me here. This will do 1 damage, 1 damage. So it'll do 4 damage to me. And I will do zip to him. Hate that. And then he'll kill this guy. So battling isn't really going to help me, but letting him go isn't really going to help me. So, because he can put another guy here to take me out. So I think I'm going to go ahead and battle, even though I'm going to lose more points than him. No. It won't matter. So that's a bummer. But I think all in all, otherwise he would have got more on me. I think that was the best move I could do. I don't know. Hate it. Oh, he's got blockers now. Come on, give me a big guy. Nothing. I got nothing. Yikes. I got nothing. I put a blocker down. Use that module as a blocker. And movement. What can I do with movement? I can move him back here. All right. It's not going to help me to battle, so I won't do that. I think if I do this, it'll block. It'll also give this guy movement so I can turn him to attack there or to attack there. It gives me some options on this guy too. And then I got a separate movement. And I think I should move this guy is what I think. So take this guy, move him up. He happens on a 2. And then which attacks this space. And then this guy. Burn him here. Ah, he's getting more damage on us. I can't stop him. I can't stop him. It's terrible. Ugh. At least I got that guy. All right, now let's do some damage. Damage. All right, we got this guy has to go there, but then this guy's problem. And that happens on a 2. 2. Okay, well, I really want to net his HQ, but this guy's going to do 1 damage to us. Which means I can't put him there. I can do more damage here. To attack. There's only so much I can do here. All right. I got to get rid of one of these. I guess I'm going to get rid of the extra damage. Yeah. I have to block this. I have to start doing something. So I'm going to, if I do that, because otherwise he can put somebody there. Just the next turn he'll put somebody there. So I have to put somebody here, and I can't put my attacker, or this guy will kill him. Because he goes off on a 3, and this guy only goes off on a 2. So I have to put him here. But unfortunately I can't put my plus on there, and I don't get a plus from that guy, which stinks. And I'm only going to do 1 damage, except I still have these guys lined up. So if I can get a guy in that middle section up. So Kamarowski, you were talking about swapping these two. Oh, I see. I could net him from there. Yeah, I could have done that. Look at this. Holy crap, I'm screwed. Yep. I got an assassin. I got a plus. I got this 2/2. But he only goes off on a 1. Yeah. That's what I think too. It's the only way I can survive it. So if I put this guy here, knock that guy off, then I can put this guy here and it'll absorb all of that. And we'll throw that up there. So this 1 will bounce off, and this 2, 1 will bounce off and we'll take 1 damage. So, man, I wish I could move that guy in that center. Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble. Man, all his big guns came out right now. Holy cow. Woo! Okay, we got a net. This guy on a 3 is going to attack him for 2 damage. He'll take him out on a 3, which means that 2 will go off. My goodness. There's a lot going on here. I gotta net this guy. I could push the 2. Yep. And then I could net. Yeah. I love that idea. That's a great idea. I know I kept you around for some reason, Komorowski. Good man. So we will go pink. Do this. The guy moves. We take this and we put it there. Yep. Nice. All right. Well, we're gumming up the works anyway. Still only get 1 damage on them. We lost. I hate it. Yep. Man, what a bummer. Yep. 0. Goodbye, number 2. Net. Man, what a bummer. Yep. Didn't work out the way I wanted it to. It happens. AI's doing a good job. My draw was not fantastic. Man. Okay. Well, it is what it is. That was a hard game. That was a hard game. All right. Well, let me show you Unsettled and show you what that's all about. Into co-ops. Not really much into co-ops, but this was a lot of fun. Show it to you. Well, this box is something. It's like a toaster oven size. It's a pretty darn big box, but it's, it's a rectangle. See? Anyway, so take this lid off. And inside of here, you've got the base game comes with 2 different planets. So that box contains 1 planet, and this box contains another planet. This is the one that we started with. And these planet boxes, basically in here, oh lordy, they have a bunch of, come on, I'm going to get it. They have a bunch of cards that are basically going to be used for, these are called opportunity cards here, but here's the environment. So you lay these out in a particular order. These are sort of the story that you go through. So it talks about the planet and what you're up to. And then it says lay these cards out this way. This is how you do the setup for this particular planet. then it gives you your assignment. You need to build all three of these. You need to build the laboratory, the research hut, and the workshop. So you build all three of those, and then you get to move on to the next bit, and so on and so forth. So that's how that works. And these different environments here, you basically mix them up and you put them down in random fashion, and they'll have different things. So like when you move across the borders, you'll see that they have these border things, and they'll be lined up with, say, other borders. So if you move from this one to that one, there's only one symbol, that right there, which is a research or an insight symbol. You get insight, which means that you're learning things about the planet, and it enables you to get these, I don't know what you want to call them. You become more fluent with the planet, and therefore you have you can develop certain abilities because of that. So with the insight, this one here, if we were to put them together this way and we were to go across, it would cost you 2 time, but you would get an insight, right? So and then each one of these has different things. This is a building site, like they were talking about. You have to build these 3 different things. This is where you could build that. This one you could not build it on there because there's not a building site. This one you can actually place one of your dice there, and it'll help to recover the dice. So there's an up arrow, meaning you get to gain an action, but then for other things there are down arrows, and it costs you an action. This one is soak up energy. If you meet this prerequisite, then if you put a dice there, it'll go up 3, which is basically takes your dice to full power. So it's not really a dice that you roll. We'll get into that a little bit. These are the special markers for this planet, and some more cards. And you've got these special things. You know, I told you that you can upgrade and whatnot. So you would get these things for that. So you get robotics, or you get some kind of scientific anomaly. You could get some chemistry breakthroughs. You get some engineering breakthroughs. So with those insights, you get those breakthroughs. The anomalies are when you mess with the opportunities. So as you're going around, you can explore the areas and get these things which are called opportunities. And each one of them has a different thing. This one, it actually sticks to you, and then whenever you move, you lose 1 pip on a dice, but you gain a green mineral, so it's material. But in order to get rid of this thing, in order to defeat this opportunity, because this thing is stuck to you, so no matter where you move, this opportunity comes with you, and this keeps on happening to you. If you are near another person, then they can put a dice on here and basically pull that off of you. If they do it with a red dice, that's what this red lightning is. The red lightning is energy dice, so red is energy. You put the red dice on there, then you'll get an insight. That's what that means. That's how these kind of work. This is just one where you see these things, and you can basically go and harvest it. And if you put a dice here, you'll be able to harvest it. When you put the dice there, it goes down 1 pip, so you lose 1 of the pips on your dice. And then you harvest this, and you'll get 2 insight. You'll also have completed a opportunity, which would give you an anomaly. So you get one of these anomaly cards, which basically do something for you. In this case, you can discard the anomaly to get rid of stress. That's a stress token. So much like Robinson Crusoe or something like that, there's this whole idea of you can get stress, and the stress can cause you problems and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's basically how the planet pack works. And let me put this all on here. And then let me show you the box itself, give you an idea what that looks like. A nice rule book. Kind of laid out a lot like Vindication. There's a lot of information here. It takes a while to get through it all, but it's extremely thorough. So, and really very helpful. And then this, you can see it's got the cutout on the side, so it's easy to get the trays out. And the trays fill the whole thing. So remember we said time tokens? We had time tokens. So this is the time tokens. So you have the time token here, and whenever you lose time, this marches up. And then once you get all the way to the top and it comes this way, you lose basically endurance, which is your life force. So everybody loses endurance if it flips over to here. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 time, and then everybody loses an endurance. And if you look at this is your character sheet basically, and this is your endurance. So you'll start with a cube up here, and you'll slowly march it down until you get to here. When you're here, you're unconscious. And if everybody's unconscious, you lose the game. So basically, it's each one of these is going to be 6 time. So 6, 12, 18, 24, and then 30. So you can lose up to 30 time. If you lose 30 time, pretty much the game ends. That's how that works. And when I was talking about insight, this is that. So every time you gain insight, this one goes up. Once it goes up, then you get a comprehension. So then you can get a comprehension of either blue, red, or green, whichever one you're trying to move up. And if you get, like, the red one was engineering, so you'll get an engineering card, so you get an engineering breakthrough. That's how that works. And then these right here are your different things that you can do besides putting the dice on other cards and things like that, or locations. You can theorize, you can investigate, you can traverse, which is basically more movement. You get a single movement. This gives you an extra movement. But you'll notice, like, every one of these, if you put the die there, it goes down. Let me show you the die real quick. So these are the dice. There's a blue one as well. Here we go. Blue one as well. And basically, you just use it this way. So there's 3, 2, 1, and then you finally get a time. And if you use a dice that has a time on it, you would have to, if you put the time there, you'd have to turn it down. And since you can't turn it down, you would then instead lose a time. So you'd move this time up. And so that's kind of how that works. Now, if you put this time here, it moves up 3. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, and suddenly you'd have 3 pips. So it's 3 pips, 2 pips, 1 pip, time. And the sides just tell you what kind of dice it is. That's all that is. So that's basically what you're doing with the dice and how that system works. You get to use any 2 of these dice, and they're set, so you're never going to roll them, right? So 1 might be on 1 and 2, and I don't know, this might be on time. So I might use this one here, and of course I'll lose 1 time for that. And then I'll do the traverse, so I get to do another movement. However, if I use this red one on there, you see the lightning symbol, right? So if I use the red one on there and it turns down 1, I'd also get an insight, so that would go up. Then I use the green for something. If I use the green here, I'll get another insight, which will bring that up. right? Or maybe I use the green dice somewhere on the board and it goes down 1. And then I take this one and I go to rest. So 1 dice has to always go to the rest spot. So you can only do 2 dice, and one of them goes to rest, and rest increases it by 1. Now, something that I could do, say, the next time is I could actually take this one and put it on recovery, which would bring it up 3, right? But if you look here, this thing says this symbol goes down, and what that is this right here, which is how morale is doing. So we got good morale and bad morale. So if you were in good morale, it would move down to bad morale. But if you're in bad morale and it moves down again, everybody loses 2 pips, and you can choose among you which 2 pips are going to be lost. So we're only going to lose 2 pips, but we choose among us which 2 pips are going to get lost. And this way, if we're already good and we go higher, you get 2 pips, and we get to choose who gets those. So that's basically that board. This is where the resources are. You got energy, and these black cubes are used for the special markers for the planets. And then the green cubes are going to be as you collect them from the planet. You put them there. Those are resources that you can use. You can spend energy. You can get energy. So if you go here, you actually get to move the energy up to there. You can pick up the materials. So these would be out on the planet, and you can actually pick them up by putting a dice here. And of course, you get an extra one if you put a green one on there. And the blue, same thing. These are on the planet. You pick them up. So that's sort of how that works, getting the materials that you might need to build things. Ugh. And here's the actual the discs. These little small discs are your comprehension discs. So whether you can comprehend green, red, or blue, that's where that comes into play. And then these are the different huts that you can build. So you can have research, laboratory, or workshop. And then they give you special abilities. Like this one, if you spend an energy, you can move your spaceship an extra space. And this one is for a green material, you can move up a pip. And for a blue, you can get an insight. So you can do a lot of research using blue materials. And then these ends up being where the different planet, like different things that the planet may have on it, goes here. These just say, hey, I already explored that area. You can mark an area saying you've already explored it. And these are the different opportunities. So you can only have 2 opportunities at a time, and you mark the place where there's an active opportunity. Or in the case where it's stuck to you, you actually put you on top of that. So when you move around, you move the opportunity with you. So that's a lot, I know. But that is sort of how that game plays out. And you've got a couple of things. You do have this. This is your spaceship. So you got, this is like, it's not really a spaceship. It's like a robot that comes along with you and explores with you. It can do scanning and stuff like that. And these are the player pieces right here. So you got these little people that you move around. So you get to move, on your turn, you get to move them 1 space if you want. And then you can place dice, which may even take a traverse, which means you can move again. But you can also move the robot. So it can move, and then it can also scan. When it scans, it finds materials, and then you can move there and mine the materials with your dice. So that's basically it. I think that the game, what's cool about the game is that there is a lot, and I do mean a lot, of variability. So even the scenario that I've already played, I can play it again. And if I play it again, those cards will come out in a different fashion. And so it's the same puzzle, but I have to defeat it probably in a different way, you know? But I know what's coming. The first time I don't know what's coming. I don't know what the next step is. now I know kind of what all the steps are. So that's that. But each planet also has 3 different scenarios. So each planet has 3 scenarios. The base game comes with 2 planets. So that's 6 scenarios, and the setup is variable at each time. So that gives a lot of replayability. On the Kickstarter, they actually had 4 more planets. So that's 6 planets and 3 scenarios each. You know, my goodness, that's a lot of playing. And then you got, you know, if you have 1 player, 2 player, 3 player, you know, it'll all change. So we played it with 2 players, and I found it rewarding. We actually won. We only won by about 4 times. So we were close to dying. We were being attacked by fungal critters. But man, it was a lot of fun. Really had a good time playing it. So I think this is one of those ones that will probably climb as I play it. I don't think I'll get too bored of it. It's interesting because you're exploring. You don't know what's going to happen. Each planet has completely different scenario. It's nice. It's kind of like the factions in Neuroshima, in that, like, because the planet is this kind of planet, like all the mechanics line up with that, and that's how this planet works. And like in Neuroshima, if you have different factions, the faction how they function is based on that. So the mechanics and the theme all kind of line up. So I really like that. I like when theme and mechanics line up like that. So I think that this does that in a really good way. And even though I'm not a big co-op guy, this really tells a great story, and has that real good sense of exploration. And the first time you play any scenario, you'll really have that sense of exploration because you don't know what's going to happen next. You know, so you can guess, but you don't know. So pretty exciting. Enjoyed it. The production is fantastic. Like I said, the rules are a bit long, but they're very detailed, and you don't have to worry about it. You know, that you read through them, you got it. I think a lot of the rules are there that you can look up later. So when you start to have questions, you can look it up and find out how that works pretty easily. So anyway, that is what I found. That is Unsettled. So anyway, I guess that's all I got for today. Once again, Happy New Year. Sorry I lost in the new year. It's not a great way to kick off the year, but you know, what can you say? You do what you can. So y'all have a great week. Try to stay warm, and I'll see you later. Adios.